Hi friends, it's Kay. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am bringing you my anticipated releases for part 1. So this is going to be for the first half of 2021, which is January until April. And I have some super cool sounding releases to share with you guys I am so excited about. So let's jump right into it. So yes, this first book on my list has already come out, and that is Lore by Alexandra Bracken, and that came out on January 5th. So in this world, it's kind of mixing Greek mythology with urban New York, so that sounds so cool. I love Greek mythology, so I am super excited to dive back into the world of myths and folklore with that. And in this world, we have Lore, whose family was killed by a rival bloodline, and in this world, 9 of the Greek gods for a past rebellion are forced to walk as mortals, and they can be hunted by different ancient bloodlines. So from these ancient bloodlines, there are these hunts, and as the dawn of a new hunt comes, Lore finds herself face to face with a childhood friend, and the last of the original gods, Athena. And from there, the three of them go on this adventure, and it sounds so cool. I know I kind of butchered the description a little bit, but I'm super excited, and everyone has been talking about how great it is, so I'm really excited to get my hands on it. And next, coming out on January 21st, is Secrets of the Starcrossed by Clara O'Connor. And after the trainer, that was me trying to explain lore based on reading the summary once, I'm going to just read the summaries from these from now on, so you guys can just hear what the summaries say and I don't butcher what it's about. So yeah, we're gonna do that from now on. In a world where the Roman Empire never fell, 2 star-crossed lovers fight to ignite a spark of rebellion. Laudanum, the last stronghold of the Romans left in Brittany, remains in a delicate space of peace with the ancient kingdoms that surround it. As the daughter of a powerful merchant, Cassandra is betrothed to Marcus, the most eligible bachelor in this city. But then she meets Devon, the boy with strange midnight eyes searching for a girl with magic in her blood, a boy who will make her believe in soulmates. When a mysterious sickness starts to leech the life from citizens with Celtic power lying dormant in their veins, the Imperial Council sets their schemes in motion, and so Cassandra must make a choice: the code or chaos, science or sorcery, Marcus or Devon. Panem meets the Greciaverse in this explosive new young adult trilogy, perfect for readers of Marie Lou, Bella Forrest, and Cassandra Clare. So yes, I love mythology, and I've not read that much about Celtic mythology, and I love historical alternatives, so I'm super excited for this book, and it is coming out on January 21st. And now I'm going to break reading the summaries because this next book is the conclusion of a trilogy, and that is A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Brigid, Kemmerer, and this is the 3rd and final book in the Cursebreakers trilogy, and I am so excited. Why do I always do that? I don't know. Anyway, I am so excited for this conclusion. We have such high stakes, and I am hoping none of my children get hurt too badly because I will die. But I've heard so many people describe this book as just heartbreaking and soul-crushing, and I'm not ready. And yeah, I'm not ready. It's going to be difficult for all of you to witness, but we're going to get through it together. Cursebreakers is a Beauty and the Beast retelling where Harper, a girl from Washington, D.C. in modern day, is transported through to an alternate dimension of Emberfall, where she meets Prince Ren, who is locked in a tower, basically with one other servant / guardsman, Gray, and it is about the 3 of them and their adventure and trying to break the curse Ren and this castle are under. So it's highly recommend. It is such a fun series with lovable characters, and I'm so ready for the conclusion, and I am so excited. This next book I had no idea was coming out, and I am so glad I heard about it from Jouhanneau from This Story Ain't Over, and that is Muse by Brittany Cavallaro. And she wrote the Study in Charlotte series, which I absolutely loved, even though I have not finished the 4th book yet, but details. And this duology that she is now writing is American Royals meets The Winter's Curse, and I love American Royals, so I'm set based on that alone. The year is 1893, and the war is brewing between the First American Kingdom, but Clare Emerson has a bigger problem. While her father prepares to reveal the mighty weapon he's created to showcase the might of their province, St. Cloud, in the World's Fair, Clare is creating a plan to escape. Clare's father is a sought-after inventor, but he believes his genius is a gift granted to him by his daughter's touch. He's kept Clare under his control for years. As St. Cloud prepares for war, Clare plans to claim her life for herself, even as her best friend Beatrix tries to convince her to stay and help with the growing resistance movement that wants to see a woman on the throne at any cost. When her father's weapon goes to fire on the fair's opening day, Clare is taken captive by Governor Remy Dunchip, St. Cloud's young, untried ruler. Remy believes that Clare's touch bestows graces he's never had, and with his governing power weakening and many political rivals planning his demise, Clare might be his best and only ally. But the last thing that Clare has ever wanted is to be someone else's muse. Still, affections can change as quickly as the winds of war, and Clare has the choice to make. Will she quietly remake her world from the shadows or bring it down in flames? I love alternative history and historical fiction, and it sounds to be like a slight fantasy element to this, and I am so excited. This book is coming out February 2nd, and I cannot wait. And now this next book I have for you guys sounds super cute, and it is A Lady's Formula for Love by Elizabeth Everett. And this is the first book in a new series called The Secret Scientist of London, and honestly it just sounds so cute and I'm super excited for it. Lady Violet Hughes is keeping secrets. First, she founded a sanctuary for England's most brilliant female scientist. Second, she's using her genius on confidential missions for the crown. But the biggest secret of all, her feelings for Protection Officer Arthur Neelan. Solitary and reserved, Arthur learned the hard way to put duty first, but the more time he spends in the company of Violet and the club members, the more his best intentions go up in flames. Literally. When a shadowy threat infiltrates Violet's laboratory, endangering her life and her work, scientist and bodyguard will find all their theories put to the test and learn that the most important discoveries are those of the heart. Doesn't that sound adorable? Oh my, and I'm just a sucker for historical scientific fiction where the main characters are just scientists, and I love Victorian era scientists. It's so cute. So yes, I'm super excited. This sounds adorable, and it is coming out February 9th. And now for another sequel I don't want to read the description for because I want to go into it blind, because that seems to be a fun way to do it. That is Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare, the second book in the Last Hours trilogy. And you guys, I love the Last Hours, just the vibes, the aesthetic, the characters, and the plot. I actually like the plot. I know a lot of people are iffy on it, but I love the plot. And I just have such high hopes for Chain of Iron. And I actually don't mind the cover except for the moth front and center. Like, it could have... I don't like that part, but I like the yellow and blue vibes. But yes, I'm super excited, as I'm sure a lot of you are as well. And Chain of Iron is coming out March 2nd. In case you are not aware, the Last Hours series is the prequel to Mortal Instruments, but the sequel to The Infernal Devices. And this is following the kids of the couples of The Infernal Devices in Edwardian era London. And it's a lot of fun. The characters are so lovable, and there's an intriguing new plot. Shadowhunter series is just nonchalant and a lot of fun, and yeah, it's great. This next book is a cute romance novel coming out March 16th, and that is The Dating Plan by Sara Desai. And this is a super cute fake dating trope, and it sounds cute. Daisy Paddle is a software engineer who understands lists and logic better than bosses and boyfriends. With her life all planned out and no interest in love, the one thing she can't give her family is the marriage they expect. Left with few options, she asks her childhood crush to be her decoy fiancé. Liam Murphy is a venture capitalist with something to prove. When he learns that his inheritance is counting on being married, he realizes his best friend's little sister has the perfect solution to his problem. A marriage of convenience will get Daisy's matchmaking relatives off her back and fulfill the terms of his late grandfather's will. If only he hadn't broken her tender teenage heart 9 years ago. Sparks fly when Daisy and Liam go on a series of dates to legitimize their fake relationship. Too late, they realize that very little is convenient about their arrangement. History and chemistry aren't about to follow the rules of this engagement. So it has best friend's little sister and childhood. I love that. This sounds adorable, and I'm super excited for it coming out in March. And apparently I just love romance novels with scientific themes, or the ladies that are interested in science. But next up, we have Prom Theory by LaBar, and that is coming out March 30th. Iris Oxtoby has managed to navigate the tricky world of unspoken social interactions by reading everything from neuroscience journals to Wikipedia articles. Science has helped her fit the puzzle pieces into an understandable whole, and she's sure there's nothing it can't explain. Love, for example, is just chemistry. Her best friend Seth, however, believes love is one of life's beautiful and chaotic mysteries without need for explanation. Iris isn't one to back down from a challenge. She's determined to prove love is really nothing more than hormones and external stimuli. After all, science has allowed humanity to understand more complex mysteries than that, and Iris excels at science. The perfect way to test her theory: get the popular and newly single Theo Grant, who doesn't even know Iris exists, to ask her to prom. With prom just 2 weeks away, Iris doesn't have any time to waste. So she turns her keen empirical talents and laser-focused attention to testing her theory, while proving herself correct cost her friendship with Seth and the possibility for something more to become the failed experiment. Best friends to lovers and a cute high school science. That's so cute! Yeah, I love science as a basis for romance novels because it's just, there's something so cute and pure about it. So yes, I'm super excited for this, and Prom Theory is coming out March 30th. Why am I screaming so much over romance novels? Oh well, it's a mood for the day. And now this next book, I cannot believe more people aren't talking about it, but that is Kisses and Croissants by Anne-Sophie Jouhanneau. And this is a ballerina in Paris, and as you know, I love ballet books, so I was so excited to find this one. And this is also on Goodreads compared to Love and Gelato, and as you know, Love and Gelato was my favorite book of 2020, so the idea of this being anywhere similar to that has me hooked right off the bat. 16-year-old Mia, an American girl at an elite summer ballet program, has 6 weeks to achieve her dream: to snag an audition with one of the world's best ballet companies. There's more to Paris than ballet, especially when a charming French boy, Louis, wants to be her tour guide, and the pair discover the city has a few mysteries up its sleeve. In the vein of romances like Love and Gelato, this is the perfect summer adventure for anyone looking to get swept away in the city of love. So from this, it kind of sounds like we're just going to be exploring Paris, and I love travel novels, and the idea of it having a ballet umbrella makes me super happy, and it honestly just sounds so adorable, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Kisses and Croissants is coming out April 6th. And this second book also coming out on April 6th, I just learned about today as well, and that is The Infinity Quartz by Akemi Bowman. And this book is sounding like a sci-fi fantasy, and honestly, it sounds so unique, and I'm just super excited to get my hands on it. 18-year-old Noemi Miyamoto is certain her life is just beginning. She has a great family, just graduated high school, and is on her way to a party where her entire class is waiting for her, including, most importantly, the boy she's been in love with for years. The only problem, she's murdered before she gets there. When Noemi wakes up, she learns she's in a place called Infinity, where human consciousness goes when physical bodies die. She quickly discovers that Ophelia, I'm butchering these names, I'm so sorry. Ophelia is a virtual assistant widely used by humans on Earth, has taken over the afterlife, and is now posing as a queen, forcing humans into servitude the way she's been forced to serve in the real world. Even worse, Ophelia is itching closer and closer to accomplishing her grand plans of eradicating human existence once and for all. As Noemi works with the team of rebels trying to bring down Ophelia and save the humans under her imprisonment, she is forced to reckon with her past, her future, and what it truly means to be human. I hope I got that across, because it honestly sounds so cool and unique, and the idea of like artificial intelligence taking over the afterlife is terrifying, and I want to read it like right now. Now the last book on this list is one I am super excited for, and that is Love in Color by Bolu Babalola. Now this book is basically taking all the myths from around the world and putting people of color into them, or reclaiming where these myths originally came from with the people that they would have come from. And it honestly just sounds so good. I love learning more about mythology, and it sounds so good. A high-born Nigerian goddess who has been beaten down and underappreciated by her lover longs to be truly seen. A young businesswoman attempts a great leap of faith in her company, and an even greater one in her love life. A powerful Ghanaian spokeswoman is forced to decide whether she should uphold her family's policies or be true to her heart, and her debut collection, internationally acclaimed writer Bolu Babalola retells the most beautiful love stories from history and mythology with incredible new detail. Focusing on the magical folklores of West Africa, Babalola also reimagines Greek myths, ancient legends from the Middle East, and stories from long erased places. With an eye towards decolonizing tropes inherent in our favorite tales of love, Babalola has created captivating stories that transverse across perspectives, continents, and genres. So like I said, this sounds absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to read it. This is coming out April 13th. So those are the 11 new releases that I am looking forward to in the first part of 2021. And I cannot wait. All of these sound absolutely amazing, and I hope 2021 is off to a great reading start for all of you. If you have any anticipated releases you absolutely cannot wait for, leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I'm always looking for more. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing. And if you want to find me elsewhere, my social medias are linked below. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I'm Kay. Bye!